You're watching Everfree Radio.
And now, Everfree Radio presents Stay Brony, my friends, with DustyKatt.
Hi! What's up? Sorry for the technical derpage, but Screwball and Derpy were having a muffin party and spilled the milk in the server. So, once we cleaned all that out, we were good. So, took a little time, a little moppage, took care of that. Thank you all for coming, and thank you all for staying. I know that it's, technical derpage every week is not really fun. Not for me, not for the staff, not for the guest, not for you, of course. So we're going to be pounding a little bit more on this show during the week, and hopefully this will not happen again. Very sorry about that. But this week, I have a very exciting guest. I have someone that many of you may know, many of you may not know, and he goes by JaxBlade 07 on YouTube, and he is also a manly brony, a very manly brony. Jax Blade, are you there?
Yes, hello.
How you doing, buddy?
Up, I'm doing pretty good, fellow manly brony.
Awesome,
what is up?
Awesome. Hey, and there's a picture of you. Look at this guy. Look at that guy. Is that not manly? Wow. Not only is he like suave, not only does he have the manly pythons, but he's sporting a Rainbow Dash 20% cooler shirt at the same time. You can't hold that much swag in a bag, I'm telling you. So, what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to roll this little intro for Jax Blade and show you guys a little bit about what this man is all about and what he has done for you, and then after that, we're going to question him a little bit. We're going to see what he's all about, and in about half an hour, you are going to get to ask him all the questions you want. So, watch this.
Let's get out. We just
And that's the man, Jax Blade himself. And as you can see, he does a number of different things. He actually did a college presentation. We've seen a couple of those. And he does some reaction videos. So, and as you can tell, this is why I'm a little, you know, blinged up with my afro and my glasses and a little bit of bling, little disco, because Jax Blade himself picked that song out, and that's a nice funk song from 1974, isn't that right?
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. So I think, you know, I'm gonna get de-discoed so we can get on with this here. So
I suit.
There we go, and we're gonna get rid of this right now.
Okay.
And we're good. I had a drink. So, now let's get into it a little bit. So you're pretty much known for your reaction videos. A little bit of derpy talk. What brought you to doing these kind of things?
Well, I think the very first MLP reaction video I ever had was when Lesson 0 came out, because I was just like shocked at how freaking hilarious. Like, I had loved the show just from my like point of view, because I'm an open person. I just like the show, but I like watched the episode and I was like literally in pain, grasping my sides from like laughing. Like, I thought I was gonna die of asphyxiation. Okay, that thing was freaking hilarious. Oh my god, Twilight just losing it.
Twilight going nuts.
I know, my god.
Keep it together. Yes.
Exactly. The clock is ticking. I find myself exactly when I procrastinate on like a paper or something like that. I find myself going to that clip, and I'm like, why am I watching this? It's tricky.
I can just see Celestia moving the sun like that. It's like chunk, ka-chunk, ka-chunk.
Yeah, Trelestia at best. And the second one I think I did was like the My Little Dashy one, just because like I had seen nothing before. It just like made me like fully sob. Like I saw that whole Twilight with Spike thing, and he grows up and flies away, and that like made a little man tear come out.
My manly tears, buddy. Oh my.
Exactly.
Oh.
That like made me man tear. And I was just like, that's odd.
Yep.
What, I shouldn't be doing. What, am I lactating from my eyes? What the heck? So like, yeah, I saw like then I hear like I look in the comments and someone goes like, you know, this is sad, but nothing touches My Little Dashy. And I'm like, what is this My Little Dashy? So I go and I look up Asuka. I forget how you say his name. Dude is freaking hilarious. Okay, I only listen to fan fiction from him because he's just so funny. And so like I heard him reading it, and he went from being sarcastic to literally crying. And I'm reading along and like watching it and listening, and I'm just like, oh my god. Is this seriously? And then like it got to the part where they were about to tear up, and I just started sobbing. And then like I found this song "Baby Love Child" that I remember from Futurama, and I thought, oh my god, that fit that scene. And I was just like, you know, as soon as I get done with MMA class, I'm gonna go home and make a video of this because it truly touched me. And so I think that was the one that kind of blew up my popularity, because so many people were like, what the heck, this dude watches My Little Pony? That's just weird. This tatted up black guy.
And you know what? It's sort of your popularity and my popularity is sort of like we sort of like jumped each other, because as soon as you started getting popular, some of my fans found you, and then some of your fans found me, and it was sort of like you aren't the manliest brony in the world. Jax Blade 07 is the manliest brony in the world.
And forth, I'm like,
you need to go talk to that man. It's like, what? Who's this guy? So I go look at some of your videos and go, okay, this is kind of good. He's in shape, looks good, does the class thing, that's awesome. And all of a sudden it's like My Little Dashy, and he's like, yeah, that's manly. Yeah. Manly too. That's manly like, right there. That a man at his stature will sit there and cry on camera for all of you.
I know.
That's manly.
You know what's funny is like the second one, the tier video, I wasn't even gonna make. I saw like this one dude, forgetting the dude's name, but I put this in my video. Like I saw him actually like crying to the thing, and it was like, you know, I recorded myself during the thing, like on my webcam, just seeing like, all right, how bad was I going? And then that video right there isn't half as bad. That is one of the third times of me reading it. First time it was like all snot coming out of me, like, oh god, oh my freaking god, hugging my pillow and stuff like that. And
man.
I have that video on my laptop still, but that one's just for another day. Whenever I
Another
need
day, man. Just another day. And you know what? I honestly admit, I cried at Manliest. I cried.
Yeah.
It was. I
Well,
did.
who didn't?
Who
Have
didn't?
like a heart stone.
Who didn't? That was it was a well done fan fiction. Could have been written a little bit better. Could have been. You know what? But everybody who's doing this. I mean, nobody's Stephen King, but it's like it was still good enough to basically draw it out. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I like the fact that the author actually contacted me on my YouTube, and he was like giving me praise and stuff like that. And I was just like, Rob, dude, I gotta thank you. He's thanking me for my reaction. I'm like, dude, I have to thank you. Okay, you like made me feel something again. I was just kind of a person, just like, oh, let me go to MMA class, boom, lift my weights, boom, boom. Oh, watch MLP. Yeah, this is good. Then just like, I truly feel touched by this.
You know what? I actually started looking into CrossFit. I went to a CrossFit gym today.
Oh, really?
I don't know if you've seen that. So,
oh, yeah, I have. I've seen that. Those things are insane. I've done a few. Oh, my
nuts,
God.
man. It's like, oh my. It's like lift this, do this, pull up this. And it's like round.
Exactly.
And then lift tires and move the tire. Oh, I need to do that.
Oh, the tire thing.
I really need to do that.
Oh, God. Yeah,
They
that tire
give
thing.
you know what? It's sort of like a pusher because you get the first one for free.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and to guys like you and me who are exercise junkies,
Yeah.
and we go in there and do it once, it's like, all my bits here, have it, all my bits. I'm going to work out,
Exactly.
all of them. So it's like, this is awesome. And
Money.
yeah,
Just take it.
have some
Help
money.
it take my place.
Yeah. So I'm the same way. I get into a gym and I lose it. I lose an hour and a half of time just going from here to there to everywhere, and it's like it's that endorphin rush that
Exactly.
you just can't get doing anything else. Okay, so we're doing that. We did the Milo Dashi. So you said you were in MMA training, right?
Yeah, I was MMA training. Let me clarify this. I am not a fighter. I've at a few parties and a few places I've had to like show people that treat me like the pushover. You'll get the once over. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I've had to do that a few times. I'm not proud of it, but yeah. Okay, I do MMA. I've been doing it for like 3 years. I haven't gone to like any classes for like a few months though, and I practice at home though. Like every morning I like practice on like my bag and stuff like that, or I'll lift weights and do the like conditioning training and stuff like that. So I'm still in good shape and know how to defend myself. But like I never went in it to be like, yo, I'm a freaking king. No one can top me. I'm the freaking Iron Brony. Bam, bam. You guys are going down. Stuff like that. It's just like I never had that intention. I just wanted to be able to defend myself.
Well, that's why you and I like each other, because we have that attitude. Okay.
Exactly.
Like Kenny Rogers says, sometimes you gotta when you're a man, but you don't have to all the time.
Exactly.
So, yeah. So sometimes you gotta stand up for yourself. Sometimes you gotta stand up for what you believe in, but you don't have to be an idiot about it.
Exactly. Don't have to be a dude.
Don't have to be an idiot. So.
Exactly.
Yeah. And you were also into the DBZ.
Oh God, I've loved Dragon Ball Z ever since I was in 3rd grade.
Yeah.
I can tell you like anything from Dragon Ball this, Dragon Ball that. I have loved it. I have read all the manga. I have every single Too bad you can't see my video because I have every single episode from Dragon Ball all the way to. Sad to say GT because personally I think GT kind of sucked, but I have everything from Dragon Ball to Dragon Ball Z to stupid GT, but still on DVD.
I had a friend of mine who was all into the Dragon Ball Z thing, so he tried to get me into it, and to tell you the truth, I couldn't. It was like
it's okay. It's not
one
for
fight
everyone.
scene that went for like 5 episodes. I couldn't do it.
Yeah, exactly. Let me tell you, a typical DBZ fight scene. Okay, it's just like rapid fire punching and kicking, blast here, blast there, back up, power up, flashback, charge. On the next episode of Dragon Ball Z.
Yes, I watched like 3 or 4 of those and went, nah, I don't know.
I think it's because I saw it at such a young age, it stuck with me. Like, the one thing I really like about it is just like, even though my favorite character is Kid Gohan when he was a Super Saiyan 2, he just freaking mollywomped everyone, destroyed them. Like, I really look at Goku, the main protagonist of the series, and go like, that is someone I want to be like. He is just so big and buff. Yeah, he is the humblest, kindest person. He treats all his friends like equals, even though he's stronger than them. He is, like, if you mess with his friends or family, though, then you're going to get beat the hell down. That's the kind of mentality I like to have, okay? Just like, I'm a kind person. I'm the nicest person you ever meet. But if you mess with me or my friends, then I'm sorry, dude. I don't care who you are. You're going down for hurting me.
Yeah, it's basically going on that train of thought, both another reason why you and I get along are we were both those kids that got picked on in school. We both.
Oh yeah.
You were a little bit younger than me. I basically took it mostly through grade school and junior high. But for you, it was like 6th grade, right?
Yeah, it was like 6th through 8th grade. Like the way because you know what's funny is like my friend, like one of my best friends, he like made up this rhyme for me because it explained me perfectly. Like 1st through 4th grade, I was a stud. Then 6th through 8th grade, I was a dud. Then 9th and 10th grade, I was down the mud. But in 11th and 12th grade, I became everybody's bud. Okay, like that's how I kind of like. In 6th and 8th grade, like I was kind of chubby. And I already told you guys about my love for DBZ, so I like used to wear DBZ shirts every day and stuff like that. And then kids would just like mess with me. They like push me around saying, "Oh, that show's stupid," or "That's that," and you're like, "You're fat, you can never look like them," or blah blah blah. This, you're like smacking me up the side of the head and stuff like, "Oh, okay, you're so tough." Oh, okay, and then slap upside the head. I think the first time it started, the bullying was like when I tried to stand up for this one kid who was just being picked on by this one kid who was being just like, well. You know, cranky doodle donkey, except synonym for that. Mm-hmm. So he was just he was picking on it, and I was just like, dude, leave the kid alone. He didn't do anything. So he was like, oh, really? You're gonna talk back to me? And then he like just started messing with me and slapping me around. And a few other kids were like the same way. And so like I was really chubby, and I took it because right then it really stinks not being able to like defend yourself in that situation. So like for after that, I was just like I didn't want to just deal with it. I was just I just wanted to be quiet. Like I just want to be bugged, and I just took all the abuse. And then one day I was just like, you know what, I'm sick of this. And like I met a few friends in high school, and they got me weight training. And I met a few other friends who were doing like MMA and traditional martial arts and boxing, and all of them I truly owe them a gratitude because they all taught me a lot. And I freaking started training my butt off. Okay, so like now I can defend myself easily, and even though I never got the chance to like show him who is well, actually one of them I did because he was freaking trying to show up off me and like trying to punk me, and I was just like, yeah, that's not happening anymore. And then I had to like slam him against the locker and say, yeah, I'm done with that, and then showed him like since I put on some muscle and got my like weight up and all that from weightlifting and doing all this, so I pretty much was like, yeah, I'm done taking this stuff. I'm not going to like. And then at that point it was just like, hey, everyone like likes me, like everyone knows not to mess with me, and I'm like one of the nicest guys. It
ends up like that. Same thing pretty much happened to me. Is I had the whole, from grade school up through 8th grade. I was the oversized, oversensitive kid, the one they always picked on, who would cry all the time because it's not manly to cry.
Yeah.
So yeah, I had all of that, and then all of a sudden, one kid caught me on the wrong day, and long story short, put him in the hospital, and they didn't screw with me after that. I wasn't proud of it, but sometimes you just have to stand up for yourself. Even today, I mean, we have the whole. There was a major newspaper who actually put their entire front page. Was on bullying, and it was just day before yesterday. I think it was Sioux City, newspaper, because a child in that community killed himself. Again, it was the second time it happened there, and the paper actually took out the entire front page editorial about it, and I applaud them. About it.
I do too. Okay.
Sad. And the more people find out about this, and the more people stand up for themselves and tell people who are bullying them, I'm not going to take this stuff from you.
Yeah. That's the thing. So like sometimes it's not as easy as it sounds because like, oh, you're not going to take this, and then you still like. That's why if I ever saw anyone bullied like after I had gone through my training and stuff like that, I was just like, hey, leave the guy alone. They're just like, oh. Don't mess with people. You just go. Yeah, and I was just like, yeah, you shouldn't be doing it. And then I was friends with everyone. I wasn't in one clique. I was friends with everyone of every clique and stuff like that.
Yeah, so I was sort of like that too because I was on all sports teams. I'm sure you were too, right?
Yeah, I was in football. Winter I weightlifted, then track.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I did football, basketball, baseball. So when you're part of the fraternity of athletes. basically you're hanging out with them. But I was also in the computer club, which is,
Oh.
if you look at me, it's like, computer club, that guy? Yeah, you know, back during Apple IIe days, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so
I remember.
yeah, so and computer. I was actually on the school paper too. So it was one of those things where you hung out with each little, you know, group, and it taught you that, you know, some of the guys on the sports teams were just idiots. They were just being, you know, plot holes to be plot holes. I mean, there was no reason for it. So you basically take them aside. Look, dude, you don't have to do this stuff. You know, you don't have to be friends with everybody, but you don't have to, you know, put anybody down. So I did that mostly for my junior and senior year in high school. It's like I was trying to take guys aside. Look, you know, I don't have to do that. And I hope that a lot of my viewers here will take some of that, some of what you said, some of what I said, and stand up for themselves and go to their teachers, or go to their parents, or go to somebody that they could confide in and get some help, because it's one of the things that I will stand up for rigidly, is against bullying, against it 100%. And if I see somebody bullying to this day, I'll give you a little story. I was walking in a supermarket, and I just overheard somebody say something mean about gay people. I was just walking past them, and I don't remember exactly what was said, but I just turned around and walked up to the guy, and we were about the same size. I mean, he wasn't smaller than me, and he wasn't bigger than me. We were about the same size. And I just looked at him and said, could you say that again? I said, what? What you said about gay people? Will you say that again? He said, what, are you gay? It's like, no, I'm not. But about 80% of my friends are. And you're going to take that back. Well, no, I'm not. Yes, you are. Because that is ignorant and uninformed. And if you want to be informed and then say that, then fine. But if that's ignorant and uninformed, then you're going to take it back. And he backed down. I was like, well, somebody finally stood up to him. And if you stand up to some people, they will back down, because no one's ever stood up to them before. It's like, I'm going to get away with everything. It's like, look at Diamond Tiara. No one stands up to Diamond Tiara, so she just basically pushes all the ponies around.
Exactly.
So as soon as she gets her comeuppance, what happens? She goes and, you know, puts ink in the press and starts making papers. So
Exactly. Forget, I was hoping Screwball would someday just like whoop her, since Screwball was like, oh
Yeah.
boy.
At some point, I hope the show actually, you know, confronts bullying, and and because a lot of what's going on in the show, I hope that they can actually have they're doing a very good job with the girls, with the foals, but I really hope in season 3 they do something about bullying, and I will watch it, and I will applaud it, and I will push it everywhere I can.
Exactly. I know that feeling, because like there was like this one guy, he's like Brony Blade. He's like not like the most. He's not like the, you know, greatest, like the most social person, or like the most, like, I'm not trying to be like, you know, jerkish when I say, like, he's not the most like one of the most popular people, okay? And he was like wearing his like shirt and stuff like that. So like, so a few kids were like, oh my god, what a freaking fat, I can't believe you freaking watched that shit. Like, yo, Jordan, do you believe he watches that? I'm like, yeah. He's like, wait, what? Yeah, I watch it too. You got a problem? Like, no, that's not, dude. Yeah. I'm saying, like, it's just, I was just saying, yeah. So leave him alone, and you should try it. And it's like, okay, whatever.
That's why I say what I say to trolls on my videos. It's like, okay, you know, you guys can say whatever you want. Don't care. In fact, I had one today. I had some kid, I made a comment on my buddy Saber Sparks video, and the guy came up and said, oh, big man, you blocked me over on your video, so blah, 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 and starts talking trash. And it's like, I made like one little paragraph, and I said, one, the reason I blocked you is because I don't give anything to anybody who has to make a point by swearing or throwing hate around. And this is all the time that I have for you right now. This entire line. Bye. Click. And then he puts a comment on my channel. It says, oh, time to run, coward. It's like, banhammer. I don't really care, guys. I don't really care. You can be trolls all you want. Don't care, because guess what? You can't take away my birthday.
You know, all I do is freaking like this is another thing. Like, since I'm a big DBZ fan, there's this Goku line which I love to say like to trolls or someone who's like being a like jerk to me and just like a plot hole to me. It's like it goes like this. I don't understand why you call me by such mindless names. The only thing it does is reveal your own fear and ignorance. I guess name calling is your only way to attack me, though, since you're too weak to do it anyway else. And then it just like I say it to him in person. It's like, oh, yeah. Or I just go, is that all you got?
There's this awesome scene in Cyrano de Bergerac, where Cyrano de Bergerac, I don't know if you know the story, where he has the large nose and everybody gives him hell about his large nose. Back in medieval France. And of course, it's a swashbuckler movie, so everyone has swords. So a bully comes up and says, "Your nose is huge." And then Cyrano de Bergerac turns it around because he's a poet and says, "You could have said this and you could have said that. And you could have said that my nose was bigger than whatever." And it just goes on for like 15 minutes while he gets ready, takes his gloves off, gets his sword out, and starts, doing his foil. And for 15 minutes, he's going on how this guy could have insulted him. And basically says, "Are you ready now?" it's like, I love that scene. I wish I could actually have everybody just watch that scene. It's like, well, this is what you do to people. It's like, okay, you're not smart enough to actually insult me in an intelligent way. Here, I'll insult myself.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Like, it's a simple. Is that all you got? Like, yawn. Okay,
No,
come on.
pretty much.
Try to be. Yeah, be entertaining. Okay, come on.
At least be entertaining.
Yeah,
Hey, Jax. We're into commercial time. So, I'm going to run the first commercial of the night. And when we come back, we're going to get Screwball into chat and get some questions from you, the viewers.
Oh.
So, we're going to go to commercial right about now. And we'll be right back with Jax Blade.
Peace out.
Since the beginning of time, the elite of Equestria have longed for pony fashions that truly express the essence of their very souls. Patiently waiting decades, no, centuries, for the perfect pony gown. Today, at long last, Equestria, your wait is over. Let's hear it for the breathtaking designs of Ponyville's own Rarity!
Certainement, Spike. All your ponies, be sure to visit the shop in Ponyville. For the rest of us, be sure to pick up the t-shirts, the bags, or even the posters from WillowFine.com. That's right, WillowFine.com for all your pony needs. And remember, Carousel Boutique, where every fashion says chic, unique, and magnifique. Mwah.
That's right, folks. WeLoveFine.com is now an official sponsor of this show, and it's an official sponsor of Everfree Radio. And guess what? That's right, you can now go to WeLoveFine.com and use this code, EFR10, and get 10% off everything in the store. That's Rarity, everything. So, you know what? Rarity put up a huge battle for me to get the bits out of her for that commercial. A huge battle. And then, of course, Spike said, "Can I be in it?" Of course you can be in it, Spike. I love you. So, that's why Spike was my voiceover for that commercial. And at the end, I sort of got this French guy who lives with me to do that. So, that was Caradwin on that. So, everybody give Caradwin a couple of claps. And he did an awesome job on that. And remember, go to WeLoveFine.com, use EFR10. EFR10 as the code. You get 10% off everything in the store. So, we're back. Jax Blade is here. Screwy!
Yo!
You here, Screwy?
How's it going?
Woo! Screwy's here. Oh, where's Screwy? Where's Screwy?
I'm right here.
Oh, okay.
Right here.
No, you're not on the screen yet. Where'd you go? Oh, there you are.
Oh.
Screwy's here.
Even I see him. I'm not even video.
Yay! Okay, so now what I want you viewers to do is come up with some really great questions for Jax Blade, and we're gonna go ahead and get that going. We got any questions yet, Screwy?
Here we go. This is kind of well. He asks, what would be your thoughts on Queen Carsalius being number one villain in Discord based on your motives and the powers over Celestia?
Ooh, Jax, go.
Wait, what was the question again?
The question was, and I think, what would your opinion be on Queen Chrysalis being top villain over Discord?
Oh, well, I'd say she was okay. She almost beat... she did beat Celestia with that freaking blast. Okay, that was pretty cool. But I just love John Delancey as freaking Discord. Okay, Q is Discord. I mean, he did so much... He, turned the ponies against each other. He freaking used his malicious... He was just... There was something about him. He just had so much more characters. He seemed more like... a typical Disney villain when you look at it. I was watching it, and even though I like her a bit, I'm not gonna lie, she was a bit intimidating. I mean, hold on one second. I'm not good at articulating words. Give me 1 second. Okay. I would say I wouldn't put her over Discord just because Discord did so much more to me. In his 2 episodes, he turned them against each other. He practically made Twilight give up hope and stuff like that. In this one, you always had the sense that Twilight's either they're gonna get the elements of harmony and blast them, or the couple's love is gonna break them apart, and then they flew away like Team Rocket at the end, while Discord got turned to stone. So that was
for me, I see them as 2 completely separate entities. You have Discord as one style or one type of villain, where his villainy is a little different than the changelings, whereas the Queen is evil, but she was doing it for a noble cause, which was feeding her people. Okay,
exactly.
So she's a bit. Is she evil? She was doing it evilly, but she was actually trying to find food for her people. And yeah, she was evil. I'll give you that. But she's the tip. There's a little bit of a tweak in there, and really good writing does that. It's one of those things where it's like M. Night Shyamalan. What a twist! There was at least 3 twists in that episode that I really loved. When they couldn't get to the elements of harmony, when Celestia got beat, it was all it still drew you in. You knew what was going to happen, but it's like you still wanted to see it. That's good writing. Love it.
Yeah, well, speaking of which, those episodes were freaking awesome.
They were, weren't they? They were awesome.
Oh my god, it reminded me of the Powerpuff Girls with the fight scene.
Yeah.
The one thing that really just got me was I would have lost it if because you know how Fluttershy went berserk last season finale. I would have wished that she went, you know what? I'm not taking this anymore. It's time to show you guys.
Time for Fluttershy to go Super Saiyan.
Yeah, exactly. Just bam, bam.
Super Fluttershy.
Them all up, okay? I mean, that was one thing that just didn't make it for even though I loved the episode, okay, when they were all having their little punch and Pinky was using party cannon, all of them were smacking, Fluttershy was just heel down, crouching heel. I was hoping for her to just go, you know what? And then just whooping all of them.
Next question, Screwy.
This one's from Final Draft. This one's a good one. This is for you, Jax. As a mixed martial arts fan, what do you think of Fluttershy's moves against the bear?
Oh, those were awesome. Okay, that was freaking... Oh my... You know, that I have convinced so many people into bronies with that one scene. I was like, you say the show's for little girls? So, alright. Yeah, and I just don't show them when she's massaging the bear. I just make it seem like...
Crack.
Oh my god. That was awesome. I gotta say, that was amazing. Okay, when I saw that, I was just like, I see now why she's my favorite pony.
Yes.
This one's from Flutterdashy. If there was a My Little Dashie movie made, would you watch it? Opinion.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yes.
Oh yeah.
I would be in the theater crying, and then the people would be like, dude, shut up. I'd be, shut up, man. This is so beautiful.
Shut up, man. It's beautiful. Get out of here.
Shut up.
Shut up.
Hey, hold me. I don't know you, sir. Hold me. Hold me. Hold me.
Gorgeous, man.
I haven't read the thing yet, and now you guys make me want to read it. This one's from Jack. I mean, no, this one's for Jax, and it's from, I always don't know how to say this name, Vixlow. I'm pretty sure that's right. Did you ever cry during the wedding episodes?
The wedding episode? Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? For some reason, I don't know why it's so random. The part at the end where Luna showed up, just like, hello everybody, did I miss anything? That part just kind of made me tear. I was like, they actually remembered to put her in.
They did.
Oh my god. That's heartwarming that they actually remembered to put her in. The whole thing, I was just like, oh, this is actually a really entertaining wedding. But that part, I gotta say, oh, wow. That actually just made me smile.
I love that they were dancing. I love that both Celestia and her were dancing in the background.
Yeah, I know. I just noticed that.
Wait a minute, they're dancing. That's awesome.
I was like, what is Luna doing? My friend pointed out.
Luna's doing that white person dance. Yeah.
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 Yeah, she was really adorable. Not doing that.
Yeah.
This one is from, 1 second, scrolling up. Stop posting. This one from Puzzle Plate, and he says, what do you guys think of the references to the finale with, like, DJ Pong 3 and Wildfire?
Oh, Wildfire was awesome, because I know Sipsy. So that was, as soon as it came up, I went,
I know that. And as soon as DJ Pong 3, or Vinyl Scratch lifted up her glasses, I was like, oh my god, what? I tried to zoom in on my... I was just zooming in on my TV. I was just like, what color are her eyes? What color are her eyes? And I was just like, oh, Christ Kids. I hope Christ Kids got it right. And then I was like, oh, they're purple.
Yes. Yeah. When it's like, Pinky goes, I'm going to put on a record. Let me pull up a whole pony. Throw a record on. Here. Boom.
I know.
And then it's like, I was waiting for Wubs, and I got, 90s pop. Which was a little disappointing. There were no Wubs. But it was a good song. I love the song, by the way.
It was a good song.
It was a good song.
Oh, yeah, the part where, Lyra spoke, for some reason that got me, too. I was just like, wait, what? Because I was just, eating my sandwich and stuff like that on my laptop.
But Lyra's voice was like Bon Bon's voice number 3.
Yeah, exactly.
You know? I was like,
such a true
wait a minute,
point.
wasn't that Bon Bon's voice 3 voices ago?
You got such a true point there.
Yeah.
It was. I was just like, I love them.
I love them. Wait a minute. That was Bon Bon.
What?
What?
Oh, next season she's probably going to be like Bon Bon with very voices.
I didn't put those in my bag.
My bad.
Go Screwy.
This one's from Pokelink. He asks, what was your reaction upon Pinkie Pie's Smile song?
Oh, I loved it.
Oh, that was a song that made me just cry. That song actually made me because I was so happy to hear that. For some reason, I was just having a rough week, and then I actually saw that on TV, and I was waiting for weeks. I was like, I thought it was going to be in that episode where Pinkie babysat. For some reason, I thought the Smile, Smile, Smile song was going to be in that, and then I was like, okay, it better be in this Cranky Doodle episode, otherwise I don't know where it's going to be. And then as soon as it came on, I was just like, this is beautiful. And then, you know what's funny is one of my non-Brony friends at the time, he was coming in and he saw that, and then a day later, I was like, yo man, can I get my iPod back? He was like, yeah, sure. And I looked at it and it was like, Smile, Smile, Smile. No, dude, I was trying to find Mortal Kombat. Okay, dude, no, this is not. And so every now at work, then I'll say, so man, because he doesn't watch the shows, he just watches them for the music. So he'll be like, so man, what happened on Mortal Kombat?
I watch it for the music. Yeah, that's sort of like saying you read girly magazines for the articles.
Exactly.
Right?
That's what I try to tell him. I'm like, sure, you just watch it for the music. Okay. So sometimes I lie and say, oh, there's a song in this, but you got to watch the whole episode just to get to it. And so I get him. And oh god, but that song, that is easily. I used to when a wrap up the best, and then
I liked
that
it.
song.
I liked it enough. I actually sang it, so I got a video up there of me singing it.
And you did perfectly. I like your song. I like the whole little flute you did with the Western thing. That was badass.
Oh, you like that?
Yeah, that was freaking badass, dude.
Cool. Thank you. Yeah, I actually had to do a lot of technical things on the video for that because the guy who did the rock version lengthened it. He lengthened the song out. So I was trying to figure out why my singing timing was off. Then I figured out he made the song longer. Then when I went to make the video, I went, the the song's longer. So therefore, it doesn't queue up to the video of Pinkie Pie. So what am I gonna do? So I had to do some real trick video editing to make that work. Wink,
Well, it did it good because I like that.
Thank
That
you.
was awesome.
Next.
This one's from Neon Brony. He says, yeah, for Dusty. I'd also say for Jax too, because this is a good question. Is what was your favorite moment out of the 2 seasons?
Ooh. You got one, Jax?
Hold on. Yeah, I got a few. Hold on. Let me think of one. Hold on.
Well, mine for first season was Rarity falling back on the bed and whining that she doesn't know what she can wallow in. She doesn't know what to wallow in. She's so pathetic. That was like one of my favorite pieces of the first season.
Okay. For my first season one, it would definitely have to be the first scene I ever saw, which was the scene where Fluttershy's just like, I am so frustrated, I can just scream, and then she goes and yells back, and you think it's going to be this gigantic yell, and it's just like, ah! Exactly, and I was just like,
I like the bit where she says, I could just kick something. Click.
Yeah, she barely. Yeah. You know what? I'll watch this show. No one will ever know. Yeah.
Hey, Rarity! Hey, Rarity! Hey, Rarity!
Oh, I got it. For the second season, this scene had me crying. I was in so much pain. Okay, is the scene where Rainbow Dash was trying to steal the Reading Rainbow book.
Oh, yeah.
And then she's surrounded by all the doctors, and then she goes outside Twilight's house. It's like, Rainbow Dash, why are you stealing slippers? And then you see the dog bark. Getting I was crying, laughing.
Oh, that was a scream. That was funny.
It's just some mental patient that's got from the hospital. Why?
Oh, that was awesome. Yeah, the second season, there's a lot in the second season I really liked. I loved, of course, the beginning. I loved the whole Discord bit. I loved the fact that almost all of season 2 was good. I mean, it was really a hard thing to follow up. Season 1 was so good. Following it up with a season 2 that was better, it was going to be a tall order, and they did. And almost everything they did was great. I mean, the only one that I really could take or leave was Apple Bloom's Cutie Mark Pox thing. I mean, that's the only one I could keep or take. But it was like everything else was a home run to me. So
yeah, I think if you're trying to get people to watch the show, you better it's best to start with the second season, because the very first 2 episodes of the first season, even though they're good episodes, even though the animation is beautiful. First of all, I'm an animation person as well, so I see that, and I was just like, oh, okay, this is made well. But the part that is still a bit too girly in some parts. But if you start off with the second season, I actually did this test. I showed my friends the first 2 episodes of this one. He's like, this is a pretty good show. What is this? And it's like a mile pony. You know what? At first I used to think you were gay for watching it. Let me watch a few more of these, and then so I say start off with the second season if you're trying to get new people into watching it, because those ones are actually they show that the bronies had an effect on the show. So.
Oh, by the way, I got to take a second right here. Okay. Hi, Mom. My mom now watches my show. So, hi, Mom.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. I called her. My birthday was yesterday. So, I called my mom up for my birthday yesterday. And she says, oh, well, I'm watching your show where you interviewed that nice girl. Oh, Pixel Kitties? Yes. I'm going, how did you find my show? I never told her about it. And she goes, she found my show and she's watching it. So, hi, Mom. Next question.
You know what? This question actually really goes into the whole parents thing, and this is from, I don't know how to say her name, Hoovian Pony, and he asks, how would you deal with your parents trying to get you to stop watching the show if that's ever happened?
My mom loves what I do. She loves everything I do. She loves my art. She loves my videos. She loves my singing. My dad's the same way. So my parents would never get me to stop doing anything. They never have. I was very lucky that way. My parents always supported everything I ever tried to do, especially if they had the means to support me, they would do it. I mean, when I started drawing when I was 10 or 11, my parents took me to an art supply and said, "What do you need?" And I said, and we bought pencils and books and all that kind of stuff. So, the only thing we couldn't do was play ice hockey. I wanted to play ice hockey as a teenager and couldn't afford it. So, but everything else was highly supportive. What about you, Jax?
Oh yeah, my parents, like, actually in one of my videos, I think it was how to let people know you're a brony video or something like that. I actually tried to talk to my parents at the end, and my dad was in the meeting. But the point is, like, they both accept it. They're both awesome. They're pretty much like really chilled. Like, they don't care. Like, they understand the whole thing. It's like, first it was just like, Jordy's serious. That was good. And he's like, well, he enjoys it. And then, like, they watch it and it's like, oh, this is kind of cute and stuff like that. And so it wasn't they weren't never against me. They were never like, no son of mine.
Until the dragons come out and your dad goes, yeah!
My dad actually watched one of the episodes. He watched the whole Discord episodes, first two.
My dad used to get up on Saturday mornings to watch Thundar the Barbarian with us, because that was his favorite cartoon. Okay,
Nice.
My dad in his 40s, I'm 44 now, I think my dad was in his 40s at the time, would get up on Saturday mornings and watch Thundar the Barbarian with us. That's how
Nice.
cool my dad is.
Nice. My dad will used to like watch every now and then, like when like the '90s Spider-Man came on back, like when I was like 4 years old. I used to come out and then me and my dad would sometimes watch that and stuff. And then but he's pretty cool now. He's pretty chill. Okay, he's just like, huh? It's good, pretty good animated drawn show. Okay, that's pretty much all he'll say on it. And my mom's just like, yeah, it's pretty good anime and stuff like that. And they don't really care if I watch it or not. They wouldn't like jump on me or be like, because I've heard some people go like, oh, my parents would kick me out if they found out I was watching this. I'm like, no, I'm lucky enough to have my parents like care. They're awesome.
That's awesome.
Love you guys.
Yay.
And I noticed I actually kind of read that question wrong. And they were doing a what if kind of question is, what if your parents really were, defensive and saying that you shouldn't be watching the show? What would be your reaction?
Oh, what would
Like
be my reaction?
how should you deal with it?
How should you deal with it? That's actually a sticky wicket, because most people who are still living under their parents' houses still have to do what their parents say. I don't agree with it. I don't agree that parents should, if something isn't hurting a child, if they're not watching pornography, if they're not, meeting, creepy guys on the internet or something like that. But watching a kids show wouldn't be hurting anybody. And I don't understand how a parent would actually, violently want to keep their kid from watching something on TV that's, cute and cuddly and sparkles and happy. I don't understand that. I don't even understand the question. I mean, I don't understand how a parent could do that myself.
No, I can sort of see like where some people's parents would be like if they have a father, like the mother would probably be more supportive, but like if there's a father, he's like, I don't want my boy to be a freaking little.
Yeah, I can see that, Jax. I can see that, but
like,
it doesn't mean I have to agree with it.
Yeah, I don't agree with it either. I'm just saying, like, there are some people like they're like, damn it, mama, I told you not to. What the heck are you watching, boy? And then it's just all
I can say to that is watch it at your friend's house, or watch it on the internet at school, or watch it wherever you want. Don't
just don't be like loud.
Don't be loud about it. And do what you enjoy. In the end, you're gonna leave them at some point in your life. You're going to grow up. You're going to find a mate. You're going to have your own family, with luck. And now is just a small time in your life, very small time in your life. And you're going to grow up, and you're going to either grow out of My Little Pony and find something new, or you're going to people change. Your parents will change. You'll change. I can't tell you how much my brothers and I have changed over the years. So like what you like. Don't wave it in anybody's face. Just like what you like. Hang out with your friends and do your thing. And later on in life, your parents will understand, or you'll move on with your life. It's a sad thing, but some people move on from their parents and never talk to them again. And sometimes
that's sad.
At some points that's sad, but at some points that's for the better. It just depends on your situation. Next.
This one's actually from Final Draft. He asks to you, Dusty, are you going to keep those sideburns?
I don't know yet. What do you think? They look good? No?
I think they look good.
They look good? Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah. I don't know. Mr. Clean didn't have them, so no. So if you don't know JaxBlade and you're not watching the video, I actually
I can't see the video.
I showed off my baldness.
Oh, okay.
Final says they could work. Final says they could work, definitely.
Yeah. So I don't know if I'll keep them or not because I wear baseball hats a lot anyway. So people will be going, "Oh my God, you're bald! Wait a minute, you have sideburns. Why?" It's like because I wear a hat.
Okay, I'll see this during the video tomorrow.
Yeah, you'll see this during the video, Jax. But yeah, I shaved my head today, so it was sort of funny when I whipped off the fro,
Wait.
and I was like, time to get over this, and I'm like bald. So hope everybody in the chat was like sufficiently surprised. Okay.
What happened to your mane?
What happened to my mane? Well, not every.
I really liked it.
I really like my mane. Yeah, well, I got a mane right here. See. I can change my mane any day now. I can change the color. I can change the style. All I have to do is go buy one. I could have a rainbow dash mane now.
Yes.
All I have to do is go buy the damn thing.
Well, that's good. At least you're taking it well.
Next question.
A lot of guys want me to ask this one, so I'm going to. This one's from Cool Ian. I hope that's Ian or it's Coolan. I'm not too sure. And because the capital I looks just like an L. Coolan. Okay, that's what it is. So he says in the season finale, Pinkie Pie fires Twilight like a machine gun. Do you want to see more destructive magic like lasers and explosions and such in season 3? Or are you just cool, or do you just want like cool spells overall?
I myself found that extremely hilarious. As soon as Pinkie Pie grabbed her and started whacking her tail, and she's like shooting purple. Oh my God, I lost it. I was on the ground laughing my butt off. I don't know if I'd like. It depends on the storyline. I mean, if they have another epic storyline where they have another villain that they have to go after, then yeah, some more creative, destructive magic, would be good. But I don't want to see destructive magic for destructive magic's sake. I want to see it. Advance the plot line. So, but finding out these really cool new spells, and most people, if you look at it, look how much advancement as a magic user that Twilight Sparkle is now. I mean, just halfway through the first season, she was still kind of a rookie. And now, at the end of this season, she's just throwing off... She's throwing off magic spells like they're freaking potato chips. It's like, bing, 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 not even breathing hard. It's like, okay, drinking Pony Bowl or something. So, Jax, what do you think?
I already told you, I'm a DBZ fan, so that was just like orgasmic to me watching that. I was just like, this is the best thing I've ever seen. It's so awesome. Okay, she was just blasting like the part where she was in the cave just blasting. I was like, oh my God, this reminds me of such an episode. And then in fact when she's just using it on all those changelings, I was just like, oh my gosh, 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 oh my gosh.
In the cave, it reminded me of the mirror scene from Enter the Dragon.
Oh yeah, exactly. Enter the Dragon.
Yeah, where he goes in and he just basically,
Just
kicks all the mirrors out so that he can find out where the bad guy is, and that was kind of cool. So I like that.
That was awesome.
Screwy.
So yeah, I'm right here. So Unova Lee asks, if you guys are into the music, what do you think of Love Is in Bloom and Archie's remix?
Oh, I
don't know if you guys.
Goodness, that boy is good. And on top of that, he did it in 8 hours, if that. And it's like, dude, get signed to a contract by now. Damn.
Well, I need to hear that. Though.
You need to hear that.
Like, I'll freaking listen to it. I love old Bernie.
Listen to that
music.
after the show, man. Archie, oh my goodness, that was awesome. I like the song anyway. And then he put this really great groove to it, and I was like, oh my goodness, I could dance to this all night. Awesome.
Nice. Check that out.
Loved it.
Definitely check that out.
Hey, Jax.
Yes.
Got one for you, and this one's from me. Is there any conventions that you're planning on going to at all?
Yeah, I think I might be going to the BronyCon in June in New Jersey because I'm in Maryland and I used to live in Jersey. So, like, I go up every summer anyways, and I heard that was going on, so I was like, hey, I might pop in or something.
Yep. Yep.
Nice.
That means we're finally gonna meet, which means if our bro hoof comes together, we could like put a crack in reality.
Exactly. It'll be like that Pinkie Pie breaks the fourth wall.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. So we're gonna have to be careful when we get together in the same room. You know, it could be bad.
Tap has to be the perfect velocity.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely. And we are at commercial break, so we're gonna run another commercial. And we'll be right back, people, with more from Jax Blade and myself and Screwy, so don't go nowhere. And now, it's time for a word from the show's first sponsor, Pony Joe's Donuts. That's right, Pony Joe's, down on the corner of Candlelot Way and Saddlesore Avenue, in the grand capital city of Candlelot. You'll find him right across the street from Princess Celestia's School for Gifted Unicorns. This week's special? 3 for 1 on crullers, and extra marshmallows in your hot chocolate while supplies last. Also, pick up the new t-shirts and messenger bags, only available from WeLoveFine.com. That's right, WeLoveFine.com for all of your pony needs. Yep, Pony Joe is in it to win it. He is with us for the long haul. So remember, you can go to WeLoveFine.com and use the new code EFR10 to get 10% off everything in the store over there at We Love Fine. Get your Pony Joe shirt, get your Pony Joe's bag, and I want to see those at BronyCon because I'm going to be there, and Jax is going to be there. So we want to see you in all your best We Love Fine accoutrement.
Gotta bring it.
Gotta bring it. You can't, you just gotta bring it, you know?
Exactly.
Absolutely.
I'm currently wearing my Pinkie Pie Portal t-shirt, so
Absolutely.
got it going.
Got it going on. I'm waiting until some of the epic rock shirts that are in the voting come out. Because there's Rarity, someone drew Rarity as Injustice for All Metallica, and I was like, oh, I want that shirt so bad. I want that shirt. I want that shirt. Make it. There's a lot of them. There's a lot of them in the.
Yeah, that's where I get all my stuff from.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Awesome.
I was walking through the mall, and now Hot Topic is like got all the We Love Fine designs.
I know. I saw them. I was
like, wow. They got like 17 different shirts in there. It's like, woof. They don't have the 3X though. I got a 3X, so I got to order them. It takes me a little longer. Any other questions, Screwy?
This one's from Flutterdashy. The question is, how did you guys find Everfree Radio?
How did we find it? They found us.
That's how I figured the answer was going to be.
They came into my house, knocked me over the head with a baseball bat, and said, "You're going to do a show, I said, "Okay. Don't hurt me anymore. I'll do a show. Not a problem. Don't hurt me." Yeah. So yeah, I knew of Everfree Radio for months and months and months and months. I would come to Everfree Radio every now and then to watch some reviews or listen to some music, and then I ended up in one of Mando Pony's live streams, and then Final Draft went, "Dusty, I need to talk to you." I was like, "Really? Me? This guy? What do you want to talk to me about?" And I'm thinking interview, right? And he says, we get into another chat, and he goes, "Dude, you want your own show?" It's like, maybe I do want my own show. So and it's all downhill from there. Trust me.
Downhill.
Yeah, downhill. It keeps going downhill, picking up speed. That's why we get.
Oh, okay.
That's why we get beginnings like we had tonight. I think I've got everything in line, and I'm like, I don't.
We got it this time. We got it.
Yes, we got it. What about you, Jax?
The way I first heard of Everfree Radio was again, it goes back to my little dashy, okay, because I just wanted to see, like, if other people, like, were touched by it as me. So, like, I typed in, like, my little dashy reviews and stuff like that, and I saw Everfree Radio had a review for it. So, like, I listened to it, and I was just like, yeah, I kind of feel the same way. And then I, like, listened to some of their video, like, reviews that they do, and I was like, oh, I actually enjoy them. And then they got, like, I think the one that made me subscribe was they got Maddie Peters to be on.
Oh,
and
yeah,
I was just
that was
like,
a good one.
yeah. Awesome! This is awesome. They got her. I'm gonna freaking subscribe. Then I heard their other interviews, and then I saw their Brony company, and I was just like, yeah, I freaking love FB. I listen to it during my math class. Like, I have an online math class and stuff, and I, like, when I'm supposed to be doing my work, I, like, go to YouTube real quick. I put on Everfree Radio, and then, like, while I'm doing math, I'll, like, have that link open, so I'm just, like, listening to. I put my headphones on and listen to it while I'm doing math and stuff like that.
I didn't have that when I was in college. Back in '87, we actually had in the room doing math.
See, I wish it was like
do it
that.
online.
I hate online math classes. I hate online classes altogether because I'm just lazy.
That's cool. Anything else, Screwy?
One asks, what do you love most in the fandom? Is it like drawing, animation, music, that sort of stuff?
Go ahead, Jax.
For me, I'm really a big fan of the comics and some of the music. Okay, for instance, like Acoustic Brony's Twilight Sparkle theme, like that, like makes me feel like I'm transcended into another freaking planet. It's just so peaceful and calming. I just feel like, wow, I feel so right. And then Pony Swag came along, and I just jammed to that every day in the car. That Pony Swag, I was just like, oh my god, this is awesome. My stuff. That was awesome. And there's so many more, too many to count. And then I really like on Equestria Day the comic section. I always go to that, okay, because those comics just crack me up every time I read them. Those artists are freaking talented.
Yep. I end up. I came out of other fandoms as an artist, so I've done comics before, and so first thing that drew me in was, of course, the animation and the art, and then I got into the music side and started doing some combo stuff, and then some of the other artists found me and said, you need to talk to us, and it's like, do I? Okay. And we started doing some stuff together, and that's where it got to me. So now it's like I usually check out the music now first, and then and now we got everybody doing these awesome animations. Oh my!
Yeah, I know.
I'm telling you guys, between this season and next season, we are going to have a 22-minute episode done by the fans. We're going to. It's going to happen. I predict it right now. It will happen.
You see, No More Nathan 9 freaking Epic Cupcake Time. That looks exactly this show.
The latest from those guys went 13 minutes. I mean, it's only another 10 minutes of animation. It's like, it's going to happen. It's done. I mean, from now until season 3, we will have a fan-generated episode. We will. Mark my words.
That'll be freaking awesome.
It will. It will be awesome. And then Hasbro will come down on us like a ton of bricks.
Oh, yeah. Look, you can't do it.
We love you, Hasbro. We do. We do love you. Okay, keep doing what you're doing. We do love you.
All your
respect.
And we understand when you do what you have to do because it's corporate, and we understand that. At least guys my age understand that. So,
So do I.
Love you.
This question's from good old 8-Track. It's for both of you guys, and he asks, have you seen our good friend Rob Bob's new video, Epic Wub Time? And if so, your thoughts.
That's what I just said. Epic Wub Time is like...
I saw it last night.
Epic Wub Time goes on for 10 plus minutes. And it's like, oh my... It's... Add another 10... We have an episode.
The voices were freaking awesome as well.
Mm-hmm. Between the voicing and the animation and the jokes and everything that's going on with what Rob Bob does is jealousy. I'm jealous.
Let me tell you,
this is me being jealous of you.
Yeah.
So
the part where she was freaking trying to type in her phone. Okay.
Yeah, I was like, why do I even have this? I was
laughing so hard. And the cupcake eating contest. Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah. Me and my boy were laughing so hard. Okay, that was hilarious.
Yeah,
it's funny. Anything else, Screwy?
This one I'll ask myself is Jax.
Yeah.
Are you in school right now, or?
Yes, I'm in college. As a matter of fact, like I was just before you guys called, I was on my a paper, my research paper, stuff like that. I've got this. I'm finishing up this semester. Then next semester will be my final one. Wait, no, not next semester, but I have 2 more semesters left. Yeah, 2 more.
What's your degree going to be in, dude?
Exercise physiology and exercise science.
Nice. So you going to go for gym teacher, or are you going to go for personal trainer?
Exactly. I love helping people. Like I love helping anyone reach their fitness goals and stuff like that. So, but first I gotta like transform myself. Like even though I'm kind of gay, like I have my midsection from when I was like off for a few months because I was injured because of tendonitis. So I like had to like if it back with the weight training. But I'm getting back into it now. So hopefully like in 3 months I'll be in better shape. Like really good shape like I was before. So, and then I'll make that how to get big like Big Mac video that my subscribers keep asking me about. Yeah.
That will be awesome because I will be watching that one intently.
Okay, don't worry. I'll make it like 3 months from now.
Okay, cool. Hopefully I'll be right there with you because I'm back into working out again because I let myself go a little bit. So we're back. When we get to BronyCon, we'll have to have an epic gun show.
Awesome, yeah.
We're going to sell tickets to the gun show, people, at BronyCon.
Boom.
Me and Jax.
Boom. Firepower.
Gun show.
Yeah,
Ooh.
the gun show.
That'll be fun.
Right there, baby. The gun show.
You know of that?
Absolutely.
These puppies are sick.
Sick, baby.
Yeah.
Okay, I think we're going to go with one more question, and then we're going to wrap it. One more question.
Okay. Battlefield Bro asks, do you guys usually skip the My Little Pony intro, or do you see it all?
I watched the whole thing.
I watched the whole thing.
The whole thing. Somebody worked on that.
I like the first season version better.
Yeah,
I just like.
I'd have to agree with that.
Yeah, I like the tuning. For some reason, the music in the first season one to me sounds better. Like they kind of changed the tuning on the second one.
They did.
So I prefer the first one to me. I like that one better, but that's just me.
I think that's because that's the one we grew up with. It's sort of like, okay, this is the one we know. And then Daniel changed it because he wanted to change it. He wanted to change a couple of keys. He wanted to change some of the singing to make it perfect because he's a perfectionist just like me and just like everybody else. And it changed it a little bit. Some people love it. Some people like the first one. I happen to like the first one myself, but because that's the one we were introduced to.
Exactly.
So I think that's where it comes from. Everybody's like, they know that one, and that's the one they love, and that's where it goes. So, we are just about, what time is it? It's about 8 minutes to 7 Pacific time. So what's that? 8, 9, 10. What time is it for you, Jax?
It's 9:50.
9:50. So I guess what? You know what? We're gonna go 10 more minutes.
Awesome.
We're gonna go 10 more minutes. So we're gonna go to the top of the hour. So any more questions for us? We'll go to the top of the hour.
Yeah, this one's from Final Draft. He's now hounding me on this one. Final Draft asks, what is the most inspiring 80s underdog movie for you both?
Ooh.
Underdog?
Underdog
Karate.
movie? Do you mean the character's an underdog or the movie itself is an underdog? You know, it's sort of like is an underdog movie that just didn't get that.
Yes. Character.
Underdog character. Oh, I see.
I gotta say Karate Kid to that. I like Karate.
Yeah, Karate Kid had its moments. Let me see, 80s movie.
I would say Rocky, but Rocky's like 70s. The first Rocky was 70s. By Rocky 4, which is like 80s, that was like he was already like a top contender. So it was just like.
I would have to say the Blues Brothers.
Oh, I love Blues Brothers.
Blues Brothers was 1982 or 81, and those characters were about as underdog as you got. You know, they had to come over a lot of stuff to get the money to Chicago to save the orphans. That was about as underdog as it gets, right there. My favorite movie, by the way, Blues Brothers.
That was awesome.
Yep.
This one's from Unova Elite. This one's sort of an Imagine question, and he asks, Season 3 Imagine fan fave episode, Octavia and Vinyl interacting, or Dr. Hoobs and Derpy. Which one do you suppose you'd prefer?
Ooh, good question. Myself, I would probably go with Vinyl and Octavia, because they're never going to do a Dr. Hoobs episode because they can't.
Yeah, they can't.
The BBC would never give them the license. To do it. Not going to happen. So, taking two of the background characters they already have, and doing like a side episode with them would be awesome. I'd love to see that. Just basically because Doctor Who's is never going to work. It's never going to happen. It's the BBC has already gotten on them once or twice for it.
Yeah, I agree with what everything DustyKatt just said. Okay, I'm gonna go with that too, because especially after watching Epic Wub Time, those two interacting and that was hilarious. So I would love to see that actually happen. And then one fan I would like to see that they didn't mention was like just Scootaloo being able to learn to fly, and that is one I'm just anxiously waiting for.
I'm anxious to see any of the Pegasus families, any of them.
Exactly.
Any of them.
You realize you don't. Oh my god, you just made such a fact right there.
We were just talking about that last week, Jax. It's like, okay, what is it? Is it like with real birds, kick them out of the nest and get the hell out of here? It's like, we don't want you anymore?
Wow.
It's like, come on, cruel. Let's see some families. I want to see some family development for the Pegasi. That's what I want to see.
Oh my god, you are so right. We've seen Rarity's parents.
We've seen Rarity's parents. We've seen Twilight Sparkle's parents. We've seen,
Pinky's
parents. We've seen Pinky's whole
Jax
family.
Yeah.
So we haven't seen Fluttershy or Rainbow Dash's family units at all. In fact, I don't think we've seen any Pegasus family units at all. We see a bunch of Pegasi lined up to make a tornado.
You just messed up my mind.
We've seen what was the name of the guy who got the feather flu? His little brother. His little brother was in line, and so we know that they have a family unit because we have a brother and two brothers. But it's like, where's their mother and dad?
Celestia can't count since she's like an alicorn, so she's like her. Even though you see her sister and niece, it's just like, oh.
Yeah, so it's like, what are you gonna do? Okay, so anything else?
Wait, I'm getting to that right now. I don't know how to say this name. Twilight125 asks, what would be the best villain for you? And I'm gonna actually split this into two parts. Is Pony-wise, what would be best villain, and anything else outside Pony, what would be best villain?
Okay. You mean villains we've already seen, or villains that we want to come up with?
Seen or
villains? I'm guessing villains that have been seen in My Little Pony.
I have a perfect villain. The Z3 ponies. Have them come through like a time warp and just destroy. They're evil.
Jax.
Oh, that's terrible.
That's terrible.
I'll go one step further.
That's terrible.
Born cuties.
That's terrible. I would, if I'm going to come up with my own evil villain, I would probably. This is what I would love to see. I would love to see Mare Duel come back. I want to see a Mare Duel episode, and I want to see the Riddler pony. And I want to see the Riddler pony causing havoc all over Canterlot. And Mare Duel has to track him down and figure out his riddles to find him. I want a 1968 Batman episode. That's what I want. That's what I want.
Gee Willikers.
I want the Gee Willikers. That's what I want. I want Mare Duel going after the Riddler pony. Make it happen.
That would be awesome. I would watch it every day. Especially if it had that Batman
Pow! Zap! Zoom! Yes.
Crash. Cake. Oh, swag.
And we get Cesar Romero to voice the Joker pony. From the
yeah. Oh my god. Cesar Romero's still alive?
No, he's dead.
Yeah,
he's dead.
He's dead.
But it's still, it's like, his Joker was like the best Joker before you got Mark Hamill to do the Joker in the animated series. He was still the best Joker. So, well, it's the top of the hour, people. So I think we're done. I want to thank Final Draft and I want to thank 8-Track for helping me again this week. I want to thank Screwball for keeping you all in line and coming up with questions. I want to thank Jax Blade for taking time out of his busy schedule to join me tonight. And I would also like to remind you all of our schedule for the week. This is only the first show of the week. I would also like to remind you that Equestria Inquirer, our comedy news show, straight from Ponyville, Happens at 5 p.m. Pacific on Wednesdays, 8 p.m. Eastern. That's Wednesdays. Lunar Republic Takeover, which is the request show, so you can get all those songs you want to hear requested, is on Fridays, 4 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Eastern. A State of Brony trance, electro, and house show is on Saturdays, 1 p.m. Pacific, 11 a.m. Eastern. Radiant Eclipse, who has this really bald guy being their guest next week, is on Sundays, 12 p.m. Pacific and 9 a.m. Eastern. So that is the list. That is your shows for the week. Also remember, our new sponsor for all of Everfree Radio is WeLoveFine.com. And you can go get 10% off using the code EFR10. That's right, EFR10 will get you 10% off everything in the store over at WeLoveFine.com. So, for Jax Blade, for Screwball, for the rest of Everfree Radio, all of Everfree Radio, we thank you for coming and watching the show. And hopefully we won't have any more technical derps next week, because we're going to pound this thing into shape. Jax Blade, say goodbye.
Thank later to all my bronies and all my pegasusers, if you want to be called bronies, whatever. Just later to all y'all, you're all beautiful. Later to DustyKatt, later to Screwball, later to all my people back there helping. I want to say thank you for inviting me here. I had so much fun, and I will do this anytime you ask. It was amazing. Thank you all.
Thank you for coming on, my man. And we
Thank you.
Thank you, Screwy. And we are out. Peace.
Peace.
Later to my Z fans, bro, to my bronies.
Good night, sweetheart. Well, it's time to go. Good night, sweetheart. Well, it's time to go. We hate to leave you, but we'll be back soon. Good night, sweetheart. Good night. Good night, sweetheart. Good night.